Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell. We're talking to Brooks Monaghan, women's soccer coach, and coach. We're all on location this year. It seems like remotely, and so you're over at the house today. You guys had already had practice, and it's a different time the last 15 months.
That's to say the least, man. It's a very different time, but look, you just got to adapt.
You were coming off a 2019 season, so you guys haven't played in 15 months, but you're coming off another regular season championship, another NCAA berth, and I'm sure it was a chance to, get into the spring. We've got momentum again. Here we go. We're keeping this thing rolling, and then all of a sudden, like a lot of programs, the brakes got thrown on.
Yeah, yes, you're spot on. Obviously, we're not the only ones that it affected, but it's tough because we didn't get to play a match in the spring, and then you get through the spring, and when all this stuff goes down, you're like, okay, it's going to be over sooner than later. So we get to the fall, and everything was full steam ahead, and had the higher ups had to make some tough decisions, which I understand, and it was tough. It was tough. It was a short spring and definitely a very tough fall, but I have to give props to the kids, man. They handled it extremely well, and I think we trained for 8 weeks straight, 6 days a week basically, and the kids were rock stars at the end of the day to not have a game to play for, but here we are now, and we're right around the corner, and as of today, we're going to be playing next Thursday, so couldn't be more excited. Couldn't be. I think the group is in a great place, and just, this is what we love to do, man. So it's, to have a game right around the corner, it's just, you kind of walk around on cloud nine.
I guess if you take some, try to take some positives out of the whole situation. Number one, you meant that you talked about the administrators and the league making tough decisions. At least I guess you can take solace that everybody's in the same boat. It's not unique to Memphis, so everyone's kind of going through the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there was a few conferences that played last fall, which was tough to watch them play, and but listen, I get it, man. I mean, the health and safety for these kids, and for all the people involved in athletics, that comes number one. So, you move on, but we're all human beings, and we love to compete. So, we were talking the other day. I think it's been 400 and something days, and 26 seconds, right, since our last game, and that's tough, especially somebody, an old timer like me that's been doing it so long. It's you're so used to certain things, but like I said, you know what, I'm in a good place. I feel my staff's in a good place, the group's in a good place, and just ready to go compete against somebody other than ourselves.
Well, for a coach like you who's proven that, you hear a lot of coaches say it, that, no position stay. If the freshmen come in, they could take your spot. But if you look back at the history of your program, that's 100% true. You're a coach that will throw a freshman in there immediately if they've proven that they can play at this level. And for you, that's giving you more time to work with these freshmen and newcomers.
Yeah, that's an advantage with all this. I mean, listen. We're not playing tomorrow, but we're playing next week, and we've got a group right now that's I could see 4 or 5 freshmen playing massive minutes for us, and so having that time to spend with the girl, a semester under our belt, and letting them get their feet wet and transition, it's been a big bonus, especially for us. I can definitely say it's been a big bonus.
Another bonus for you, and we'll get into the particulars of trying to get everything together, fundraising, everything for stadiums and scoreboards and stuff on another show. But at the least, you are back on campus at the Murphy Complex, and you had your first full season last year, and I know that had to be awesome, just to be on campus and not have to drive 30 minutes or 45 minutes depending on what time your game was to play in. And in this situation, for both you and Richard, being on campus was truly a blessing over the last 15 months.
Yeah, no, it's been wonderful. Obviously, just to transition. Look, college athletics, I think, are meant to be played, at home on their home turf. So, it was pretty special last year, and obviously we know that it's only going to get better over there as we continue to do the work with the stadium and things like that. But, there's nothing like being at home for sure.
So you guys will play a single round robin in your league, and you're one of the teams that's going to opt to try to play a few non-conference games.
Yeah. So basically we'll play everybody in the league. Obviously in women's soccer, there's 9 teams. So we play 4 home, 4 away. And then we open up with UAB next Thursday. And then, so basically it's 1 game a week. And then during our bye week, we've been fortunate to schedule Vanderbilt, who won the SEC this past fall. So that's a great game for us. So, different season, but it's okay. You just adapt. I mean, there are some positives to it. I mean, the game of soccer really at the next level, it's meant to be played 1 game a week, right? I mean, it's a very taxing sport. And so for me as a coach, just to be able to focus on playing against one team as well, I mean, it'll be different, right? Because when you're playing 2 games, when you're playing a Friday, Sunday or Thursday, Sunday, you have to think a little bit differently about saving legs and things like this. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to the 1 game a week. And don't get me wrong, want to get back eventually to where we were, where it was the Thursday, Sunday. But I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And I guess finally, Coach, as we talk about the season, we talked to Richard about this too, that if things work out and you finish near the top of the league or at the top of the league, and that's where you guys, your expectations are, that's good. But the NCAA field is going to be reduced in the spring. So the sense of urgency this year, there's not going to be a case where you have maybe a loss you weren't expecting and, you think you can make it up the next week, because you're just limited on the amount of matches you'll have this year.
Yeah. I mean, every match is so important. And, and that's why, just talking about Vanderbilt, I mean, you can kind of throw the RPI out the window this year because it's just you're not playing enough non-conference games, but, like a Vanderbilt, it gives us an opportunity to play against a team that won their league, which, when that committee's in that room, we feel like we still feel like we do not have to win the league
right
to get a bid. And that's what you want, but it's definitely going to be tougher than it has in years past.
Well, Coach, we'll catch up with you next week before that Thursday game over at the Murphy Complex. It should be another fun season. We're looking forward to it.
Perfect. Good to see you again, man, and looking forward to talking again.
That is head coach Brooks Monaghan. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.